finals between Blue Scuti and Dog playing Tetris in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Yes, Deck, I got you. I'm ready. Starting off with the IOL. Well, yeah, this is an amazing matchup. According to the Premier Poll, the number 1 and number 2 ranked classic Tetris players in the world. I had them number 1 and 2 in my rankings, and so did the Tetris universe right now. Blue Scuti and Dog, two players who are really at the top of their game. Of course, Dog been on the top of his game for so long. On that left side, it is Blue Scuti, the boy who broke Tetris. He made worldwide headlines just 11 months ago. Now, K9, you're interrupting my introduction here. 119.09 contribution from K9 to get it to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the prize pool. Thank you so much, K9, watching Tetris. Anyway, Blue Scuti on the left side, qualifying into seed number 5 with a qualifier of 5.015 million. He's got a PB of 12.4 million. He's out of Oklahoma. He's won 4 CTM Majors events, including 3 Masters events and a Lone Star Championship. 140 here for Blue Scuti, 161 for Dog. He's appeared in the Masters event finals an additional 3 times and 1 additional appearance in the semis for overall. This will be his 9th overall appearance in the semis or above. The winner back-to-back of the Kansas City Regional. He just won his own tournament, the Stillwater Regional in Oklahoma. 2nd in the Das Jonas Cup this year, and a semifinalist in CTWC last year. So Blue Scuti on that left side. He's at 235, 233 for Dog playing Tetris, who is here at seed number 15. So the rare seed 15. Dog qualified into this tournament only with a 1.575. Only a 1.5 million, guys. Out of Texas. So a little bit of an Oklahoma-Texas rivalry here between these two players. Dog has 8 overall CTM major wins, including a win at Lone Star Championship in 2023. So last year's Lone Star winner versus this year's Lone Star winner. Oh, and Blue Scuti, by the way, did I mention Blue Scuti on that left side? He's the first player ever to crash the game. And Dog on the right side, the first player ever to get the rebirth. Level 255 on the gym cartridge version of the game. Of course, Dog, you know, also as the back-to-back winner CTWC in 2020 and 2021. And he has finished in the top 4 or higher of every single CTWC that he's ever played, which is, to me, I don't know. To me, that's GOAT status, because in this era where players are so good and the skill gap is so close, to finish in the top 4 5 years in a row with 2 wins, 1 second, and 2 other semifinal top 4 finishes. It's an amazing feat. And this is a rematch of the September CTM finals. Scuti won that one. They've only faced each other twice in CTM ever. And that was those September finals, as well as February 2024, a top 8 match where Dog prevailed in that one. So they have split CTM. 372 here for Dog, 456 for Blue Scuti. Dano222, thank you for the 2222 Canadian. Says, go Dog, go. Thank you very much for that. So yeah, these two, the number 1 and number 2 ranked players on the Premier Poll. I mean, they are at the top of the Tetris world right now. And they are meeting here in a no-cap format. Both players who really made, massive achievements going individual achievements going deep in game. Scuti with that first crash. There's a dirty Tetris for Scuti. And Dog with the first rebirth. I mean, these are the two, these are like two of the people you want in the finals in this kind of event. 532 here for Scuti, 512 for Dog. This is a best of 5. And because it is no cap, because it is best of 5, that is why we opted to do the finals in a totally separate stream. We don't want players to have to play an entire match before this and then play in the finals all, tired, fatigued, tuckered out, taxed. 601, now 625 for Blue Scuti, 585 for Dog. I have no idea how long this is going to take. We've had some crazy early top outs. We've had crazy deep chase downs. And it's really a grab bag of how no cap has gone so far this month. 636 for Dog, 651 for Blue Scuti. And if there was any contributions there that I missed, my apologies, but I think we had one from K9 for 68, another one from K9 from 119.09. Rogue Potato Baduk, $16. I'll try to keep up with this as much as I can, but if I miss you, I will try to catch you at the end of the stream as well. So thank you for your contributions. $749 for Blue Scuti, $727 for Dog. So this is a no cap event. We do start on level 18. There will be 130 lines until the next speed increase at level 19. Scuti with a little bit of a situation here. Now this is not too high for him to handle, but really anytime player starts getting this high, kind of a jacked up board, whether they're a roller or not, best player in the world or not, you're always like, hopefully you can get out of this. All right, Scuti bringing it down. 797. Dog now in the lead, 819. And another Tetris for Dog. 850 to 802 for Dog. Same lines. So when the lines are the same, 48,000 points apart. Scuti going to take a triple down that right side. His board is good, and he's Tetrising now again. 864. Dog with that L to the left. Didn't get all the way over. He did find a Tetris, so he can bring this down. Nice T-spin to help down stack a bit here. And this has allowed Scuti to catch back up. 899 for Scuti. So again, that level 19 speed increase happens. 100 lines of that speed. Level 29 will be the final speed increase of these matches. Those of you who have become used to a level 39 super kill screen, that is not here this month. Mari has gifted a tier 1 sub to the monthly Tetris community on YouTube, and that went to Dano222. So thank you, Mari. Appreciate that. Nuwanda has subscribed with Prime. We had a 3-2-1 countdown bits from K9 watching Tetris, who said go dog go at the beginning of the match. So thank you to y'all. Scuti set up in column 3. Trying to avoid covering that and gets a Tetris into 29. He's got the max out. Dog is the max out as well. Scuti ahead by about 13,000 points. Sage with the tier 1 sub. Thank you. 24 months. A42 for Blue Scuti. A66 for Dog. We are into level 29. This is the terminal velocity for this tournament. It will not get any faster than this. These players can play a long time, as evidenced by their individual achievements. Scuti's highest level attained, 212. Level 212 he has gotten to. And Dog has gotten all the way to and through level 255 and looped back around to level 91 after that rebirth. These players can go for a long time. Will they do it? Now, we've also had a bit of a dynamic here in how players are approaching the strategy for the post-29 phase. On paper, you would think, okay, well, these players should just line out, and just because it's so easy to line out and not put themselves in any difficult situations. But we did see that kind of backfire for some players, and in some of the later rounds, especially in the semis, Scuti and Meme, for example, they started to go aggro because they're just more used to going aggro. So we'll see how they do. Right now, they're separated by 28,000 points. On paper, you think, well, just lining out is the way to go because you're, quote, never in any trouble. But, players can and do top out when lining out, and they can feel more comfortable just playing their standard, what has become the standard now, going for Tetris's game. Looks like Scuti may be sort of setting up for triples and doubles intentionally. Dog ahead by a little bit, by about 15,000 points or so. And of course, if you do play aggressive, you can sort of get a lead on your opponent so that if you do top out, sort of the onus is on them to chase it down. And while it seems like, oh, that's, easy to chase down, whatever, there's a psychology to that, and it doesn't always work out. So you can put pressure on your opponent by getting a lead and getting ahead. And then if you do happen to top out, they're the ones that have to catch up with you. And that's not always a given. So C10 here for Dog. B95. The C is a 1.2 million. B is 1.1. So both players are at 1.2 million. They are at level 39, where we have previously established that level 39 super kill screen. It is not turned on for this event. C27 for Dog. C16 for Blue Scuti. So they are just staying within, 20 to 30,000 of each other. Dog's board starting to climb here. He's going to have to take this down. Long bar down for a triple. That's going to help out a lot. Nice flat T-burn there. I'm sure that has a name. I don't know what it is. All right. C46 for Scuti. Dog still maintaining about a 20-something thousand point lead. Scuti may have designs on kind of maybe building for more here. But right now, I think they're just kind of feeling each other out, just kind of seeing like, okay, do they have it today? Can I pick up an easy win without a lot of, drama here? And so far, it looks like these players have no problem lining out forever. D13 for Dog, C95 for Blue Scuti. So they're just staying right with one another, basically the same paces, same strategy. You wonder, is that going to start to turn? Will they keep it up? How long will they keep it up? Will they just... I think boredom can be a factor for some of these players too, where they're like, I need to do something different. I'm starting to zone out here. I've seen it. But, that's part of the challenge too. Is trying to deal with, I don't want to keep playing like this, right? So can they stay with it? It's a real test of mental fortitude. No cap. D54 Scuti, D73 Dog. No player really starting to get ahead of the other. And Dog's setting up for a Tetris, but he's going to have to bring it down. He's just going to take the triple. So there was an attempt. Dog, he was set up. Oh, and Scuti set up now for a Tetris. But he's going to have to bring that down as well. So neither player getting the Tetrises they're setting up for. Long bar over Tetris for Scuti. He's now in the lead by about 33,000 points. They're into level 49. Now Scuti having to bring this down. The Dog back by about 35,000 points. Tetrises here, level 50, are worth about 60,000 points, 61,200. Is that what it is? Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. All right, looks like Dog was maybe trying to set up a little bit here. And, of course, I have to, as a commentator, I have to talk strategy. And, what might be going through the players' minds and different approaches here, but I'm always wary of I don't want to influence them to play, in any particular way. So that's up to them. But they have started to get a little more aggressive here. Dog going to take that triples board. Scuti's board starting to climb a little bit. Scuti has won 2 CTM Master events in a row. Dog with a Tetris down in column 4. He is back into the lead. Scuti now with a rollover. Both players with rollovers. So we do have a rollover counter just in case we need to count rollovers. And so we've got them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just call out their scores as they appear. Each player, you have a rollover. The rollover occurs at 1.6 million. I'm not going to keep saying 1.6 million. I'm just going to compare their scores on the screen directly just so they can keep track of where they are relative to each other. 66,000 here for Dog, 83,000 for Blue Scuti. Both players have a rollover banked. It's letters until you get to 1.6 million, and then we run out of digits. There's no more letters. All right, Dog bringing this down. Scuti ahead by, actually, no, it's pretty much tied. They're within 3,000 points of each other. There's a triple for Scuti, 153. 153 is into level 59, so Tetris is here worth about 72,000. How many points is that a rollover? 1.6 million. So just add 1.6 million to whatever you see here. So now Scuti is about to hit 1.8 million. He's got to bring this back down. All right, so he's at 1.8 million. Dog almost there as well. Dog's board's starting to climb a little bit, but still very low, still very accessible. But of course, you also have to wonder, does fatigue set in for these players? Scuti, all right, maybe he was trying to set up for a Tetris there, but I think Scuti, Scuti not going to get that long bar all the way to the left, so he was trying to build for a Tetris, and he is going to abort that attempt. These players waiting each other out here. Scuti bringing it down. Dog is nice and low. Scuti with about a 45,000 point lead or so. 50,000 point lead. Dog is set up for a Tetris. And he's having to bring it down again. You just can't get the well-timed bar. And that's the thing. You don't want to that's the other problem is you don't want to overcommit at these speeds to the Tetris. If you have to duck out of it, you just have to have the discipline to say, you know what? I will Tetris again another time. All right, Dog bringing this back down. 311 for him, 421 for Scuti. So Scuti ahead by about a Tetris and a half. It's not that big a difference. It's 120,000 points, which looks huge early on, but it's just a Tetris and a half. All right, Scuti needs something for that left side. The long bar gets over. Set up for a Tetris and gets it, Scuti. 530. So he's ahead by 180,000 points. It's going to be about 2 Tetrises and change. Another Tetris for Scuti. There's one for Dog. 433. 608 lines, level 67 and 66. Dog gets a Tetris, column 4, 523. Dog's going to take that nice triple here. I mean, what the heck? I mean, this is game 1. Guys, we're going to be here forever. These players are nuts. All right, level 69 here for Scuti, 68 for Dog. Dog back by about 110,000 points. Scuti's board starting to climb a little bit. He's bringing it down. Okay, no problem. Scuti actually might be setting up for a Tetris. He's always going to get that tuck and set up for a Tetris and get it at 783, 200,000 points. Dog's board starting to climb. Can he bring this down at all? He's trying to bring it down. Oh, my word. How is he playing this high? I mean, he was going to top out, but how is he playing that high and getting those tucks that high? Dog going to top out level 69. Scuti is good, and actually, lucky thing for Scuti that he was already ahead. Well, those Tetrises are really what did it. He got that lead because they both hit that same sequence, I think, or maybe not the same sequence, but a rough sequence. And Scuti was ahead when he topped out. So, GG's, that is game number 1. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And, of course, this extra content of a game thrown completely out is one of the benefits of watching live, right? See, if you watch the VOD, you don't get to watch a game get all the way into deep into 19 territory that didn't count. So this is extra content, guys. Anyway, Blue Scuti and Dog, this is game number 2 for those of you watching on the edited version. Game 2 had to be aborted due to a known glitch that happens on one of these clone consoles. Anyway, no, not a sponsor, but I highly do recommend the Old School with a K. I don't recommend the name, but the Old School Classic N. And like one of my least favorite things is when products like spell. I mean, I know they have to because they're products, but when they just spell words wrong, like Old School with a K, Classic with a Q. But I do recommend it. The Old School Classic N. I've never had a problem with those at all. The only thing is they are they don't work with save states, so if you want to cheat at Tetris, I don't recommend the Classic N, but if you want to play it legitimately, it's fine. 147 here for Blue Scuti in game number 2, 182 for Dog. Wallband says, I vouch for the Old School Classic N. Does it work with EverDrive? It does work with EverDrive. No problem with that. It does not work with save states on EverDrive. So if you have an N8 Pro and you are a speedrunner, it may not work with the game that you use. So, but otherwise, yeah, just playing games without save states or anything like that, it works fine. You've gone through 4 or 5 Classic Ns. You do not recommend them. I have about 16 of them, and I've literally never had a problem with them. I have 16 of them because of, running the live event. 286 for Blue Scuti, 299 for Dog. Scuti sets up kind of a Vitz there, but ends up having to fill it in with an S and an O, and that'll work. No problem when you have 16. Well, yeah, I mean, but, we banged them around, lugging them from event to storage and storage to event and packing them, repack them. And they've survived all that. Temporary iTuck setup, true. 367 for Dog. 358 for Blue Scuti. Oh, sorry. I don't want to laugh too much or my executive producer will get mad at me. Yeah, Henrik, my executive producer, will start complaining. 383 for Blue Scuti, 436 for Dog. Leave it alone, Bennis Maximus. Leave it alone. Tetris Dog, 482, 429 for Blue Scuti. So as mentioned, we do have changes coming up for 2025. We're going to a 32 flat bracket format like we used in Das Masters. I think it worked great. I was a huge fan of that. Futures will be expanding to 32, so they'll all be playing in one big happy bracket. Pretty nice. Players you can take, this will be the new thing that people might appreciate. We are allowing a 1 5-minute break during qualifiers. So for you players who want a break, we will be allowing 1 5-minute break, but read the rules about it. So make sure you're doing it right. Otherwise, we'll have to stop doing it if it gets too complicated. All right, Scuti up high here, trying to keep that right side well open. Okay, that's going to be a nice J piece and a long bar for a Tetris. 555 Blue Scuti, 585 for Doug. For coffee or Guinness, yes, you can, whatever you want to do with it. 605 here for Blue Scuti. He's on 19. 594 long bar down Tetris for Doug. He's got one more available before that 19 transition kicks in. How would someone be punished for a 6-minute break? They would get 1 minute taken off the last minute of their qualifiers, so any game they started during that minute wouldn't count. It's not punished. I mean, I don't punish people. I just apply the rule. I'm not the police. 694 for Dog, 685 for Blue Scuti. We have some other recommendations here from Eric ICX. The Gamers Tech 8-bit entertainment system. That's what world champion Eric ICX recommends. So we got some recommendations out there. The NES, I have an NES because I do, I intend to, as soon as I max out Tetris in the next 10 years sometime, I do intend on starting to speed run a couple of games here, and I do want to use save states to practice. So I do have an NES. Thankfully, it's been pretty reliable. 805 here for Blue Scuti, 794. Brosmans, are you serious? First of all, Brosmans resubbed himself for 6 months, which is great. But then all of a sudden, Brosmans just gifted 100 subscriptions to the channel, to the Classic Tetris Monthly community on Twitch. Brosmans, that is insane. Thank you very much, Brosmans. I really, really appreciate it. 835 here for Dog. That S piece is going to be a little pesky. It's still low enough. Dog is not going to have any trouble handling it, but it is going to slow him down here. He is back by about 120,000 points over Scuti. Would love to enter 29, as close as you can, because you don't want to be in that chase down situation if your opponent tops out. So Dog's going to go to work trying to fix this. Max out here for Blue Scuti is going to add a Tetris A54. A stands for 1 million. And the piece is not being very nice to Dog right now. He's just going to take, take his lumps here, bring this stack back down. Just try to have a good board going into 29. 856 for him. A89 for Blue Scuti. Thank you again, Brosman. Brosmans, that was very, very generous. Appreciate that a lot. Laurie H on YouTube says, like the stream, peoples, support the channel. Yeah, liking the stream helps a lot. 1.2 transition into level 29 for Blue Scuti. It's actually 18 lines ahead of Dog right now. Pace is not really a thing, except in terms of, how far ahead or behind you are and how much you're going to have to chase down if your opponent tops out. So it's, kind of not relevant, a little bit relevant. All right, Dog just going to take a good board into 29. He's going to transition in with about a 926, I think it was. So Scuti ahead right now by about 300,000 points. Tetrises on level 29 are worth 36,000 points and will increase 1,200 points every successive level. So if we got to level 100, Tetrises would be worth... All right, somebody tell me in chat. Someone do the math. I believe in you. 120,000 points? All right. 963 for Dog. C62 for Blue Scuti. So we'll see what Dog does here. We'll see if he tries to set up for something or if he's gonna, just kind of wait to see what happens with Scuti. And you can see Blue Scuti kind of checking out Dog's screen as well. Just trying to feel each other out. See what the other one is doing. So tough. C95 here for Blue Scuti. He is in line out mode. Looks like Dog is in line out mode too. Well, maybe Dog kind of setting up for some conditional Tetrises, should they come. He's gonna miss that T-spin there, Dog. He's got the max out here on 34. Oh, yeah. Well, a level 99, I guess, is what I meant. But you're right. A32 for Dog, D28 for Blue Scuti. So still about that 300,000 point lead. And, you know, we saw in the first game that these guys were, you know, singling and doubling and really looked like they could do it forever. And then they started to sort of push some of these max outs here, and that did lead to really Scuti having the extra score that he needed to survive the top out when Dog topped out. A70 for Dog, D71 for Blue Scuti. We just had 20 memberships on YouTube gifted by Dano222. I don't know if I should leak this, but that might be one of our favorite Canadian supporters, Dano222, gifting 20 memberships on YouTube. Thank you so much, Dano, for the support. Dog is into level 39 now, into 40. And Scuti now at 1.4, Dog at 1.1, still the 300,000 point lead. So thanks again, Dano. E36 for Blue Scuti, B37 for Dog. 300,000 point lead. So they're keeping pace with one another. Oh, Dog had a floating Mino there. I love floating Mino. Almost as much as line spin. All right, Dog, we're going to bring this down. B81. F01 for Blue Scuti. We do have our rollover counter at the ready, should it be necessary. Scuti right now, the 1.5 million, the F21. Dog with the C10. That's still a 300,000 point lead. 1.5 to 1.2. Scuti's about to head into level 49. Tetris is there worth 60,000 points. Is that right? Because it's the 50th level times 1,200. F61, Scuti, Dog, C61. How long can these players keep this up? All right. Players keeping it low. Dog, yeah, Dog is kind of, you know, prepared to stack up a little bit on that left side and, you know, maybe keep himself 2 or 3 good pieces away from a Tetris, but then immediately have outs to take it down just in case. So he's willing to be fed a Tetris, but he's not forcing him right now. So it's Scuti with a rollover. Dog at D52. Dog, D is a 1.3. Scuti's at a 1.6. 300,000 points. These players are basically keeping perfect pace with one another since that 29 transition. But of course, as we get further and further, I mean, the 300,000 points is not as big a deal because the value of line clears and Tetrises goes up the deeper we get. Again, once we get to like level 99, which, you know, if we get that far, the Tetrises would be worth, you know, 120,000 points. E33 for Dog. Scuti's got the 1 rollover banked. He's got the 1.7, Dog at the 1.4. Still 300,000 points. And this is really a battle within oneself, you know? It's kind of like, yes, Tetris is part of it, but there's also that internal battle of, you know, am I going to keep doing this forever? How long can my opponent go? How much longer am I willing to do this? Can I hold out? All right, so Dog with the F09. That is a 1.5. Scuti at the 1.8. So still a 300,000 point lead, which makes sense because players are not pushing Tetrises right now. So, I mean, you're not going to see any huge score jumps unless the player starts pushing triples, you know, just over and over. All right, Scuti needs to get a long bar left. 5-tap gets over, no big deal. 288 for him with a rollover banked. F65 for Dog. And Scuti here might be, you know, might have designs here on maybe getting one or maybe setting up for triples. Scuti has extended the lead a little bit. All right, there's the rollover for Dog. So now we're just going to talk in terms of the score on the board. They've both got 1 rollover banked here. 345 for Blue Scuti. 17,000 for Dog. That rollover is 1.6 million points. Level 64 and 63. Scuti into level 65, 448. So now Scuti with a 400,000 point lead. He's kind of added on here. Now, I have seen these players playing, you know, these rebirth attempts, colors attempts, and things like that this deep, these games, you know, this long. So it's something they have the ability. Of course, competition adds an additional stressor, but certainly they have the stamina to play like this for at least for a couple hours. We'll see how it goes. 543 for Scuti, 124 for Dog. So about that 420,000 point lead. 68 and 66. And I mean, how else was this match going to go, right? A lot of the other matches maybe had 1 or 2 games that went like this. But these are number 1, number 2 in the world. Both really the two, you know, 2 huge like marathon, like stamina kind of achievements in the game. Dog with that rebirth, level 255 plus an additional 92 levels. Scuti with the first ever game crash about a year ago. 206 here for Dog, 648 for Blue Scuti. Both of them still with that 1 rollover banked. Mari says Dog intentionally missing a perfect clear. Let's see what Dog's trying to do here. So we're at level, let's see, at level 69, that's basically the 70th level times 12. So that's 84,000 and counting for how valuable these Tetrises are should they get them. But they're not going for Tetrises. And I think maybe both players are kind of like saying, all right, well, last time I went aggressive, I regretted it. I'm going to play chicken with my opponent and dare them to get aggressive. 770 for Blue Scuti, 335 for Dog. Scuti setting up for a Tetris. Long bar over Tetris. Scuti, 867. Maybe he's trying to goad Dog into starting to play for Tetrises. He's got over a 500,000 point lead now. Long bar Tetris, Dog, column 9, 459. So, yeah, that's less than a 4 Tetris lead for Scuti. And I have seen that sort of in these matches where players will just put up a Tetris here and there, and I don't know if it's in their mind just, hey, let's get a Tetris here and try to, you know, add to the lead or put a little pressure. But I also wonder if there's a little bit of like, well, I'm daring my opponent to start to play aggressive as well and see if I can get them into an aggressive mode. I don't know. All right, the rollover plus the max out for Blue Scuti, A41. Dog with the 579. The number 1 and number 2 players in the world right now, according to the Premier poll, showing us why they were ranked that way. Scuti getting a little bit high on the board. Having to bring this down. Okay. That left side going to be a problem for Scuti. And now oh my God. Oh no, that left side is a problem for Scuti. So that's going to be a top out at A89. So both players have rollovers. The target for Dog is A89. That's 1,089,000 points. Dog is about 400,000 points behind. That's less than 4 Tetrises. No, that's about 4 Tetrises. That's something like that. It's about 4 Tetrises. Now, he does not have to get Tetrises. He can single and double forever. So we'll see how he goes here. Oh my God, what is he doing? Do not type. 761 for Dog. Needs to get to A90. A90 is that target for Dog. Well, now he's about 300,000 points away. And I've said it a couple of times already. One of the most distracting things your opponent can do is top out. All right, it looks like he's going to be able to get a bar to the left side. All right, he's bringing that stack back down. There's a nice triple, 867 now. And a Tetris for Dog, 987. He's 100,000 points away. That is less than a Tetris now away. Does not have to do it via Tetris. He can just do this forever. Level 81 top out for Blue Scuti. Dog now at level 87. He's actually set up for it. Long bar over Tetris, Dog, and he's going to take game number 2. So Dog is good in game number 2. My word. A huge, huge chase down for Dog. The highest stakes in the land. That is crazy. Oh, Dog, you paused. You're disqualified. All right, Scuti gets a game. I'm just kidding. Okay, so we are tied. 3-2 Tetris, Blue Scuti and Dog after 2 deep games, plus another game that didn't really count. just elongating things here, just stretching it all out. Dog watching Tetris with the 3-2-1 countdown bit says, "Go Dog, go." Could they donate for the honor of typing the seed command? I could do that. I would have to mod Brosmans, which is fine. Yeah, we need like baseball where they have a ceremonial first pitch. We have like a ceremonial first game, right? And like someone throws out the first seed of the game. And then the players play it on level 29 start or something. Vandy, if you read the super chat, I will do another super chat with an even bigger donation amount, says Mr. Brain number 4 with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Mr. Brain, for the support. Couple Tetrises here for Blue Scuti, and there's a couple for Dog as well. So we're underway here in game number 3. Varchild says, "I think I will play more Endless Staircase game." Just have a celebrity count the first bracket like Chris Hansen did back in the old days. Man, that was huge. Legend509 on YouTube with a great point says, wow, 300 viewers and only 46 likes, guys. Come on, do better. Mr. Brain with the $15 super chat says, this is an even bigger donation amount. Thank you, Mr. Brain. So, online facts here from Nerd the Box. Both of these players have historic streaks on the line with this finals match. Scuti has won 2 CTMs in a row. Only 3 other players have won 3 CTMs in a row. That was Corion, Fractal, and Alex T. So if Scuti can win this one, he would become only the 4th player to win 3 in a row. And another streak on the line, Dog. He has won at least one Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event or Lone Star event per year. I think he's won. He won one last year because he won twice. Yeah. So one CTM Masters event per year, at least one for the last 5 years, 2020 through 2024. He has not won one this year. If he wins, he will extend that streak, which is already our CTM record. 372 for Dog. So no pressure, players. Guafi says, Vandy, have you played any OG Fortnite yet? I haven't even played any NG Fortnite. I have not played Fortnite. I would not ever play that. Ever. I mean, it's fine. I'm not gonna, you want to play it, that's fine. That's not something I want to play. I'm too old and slow. I can't even play Tetris. How am I supposed to play Fortnite? I guess maybe it's not 100% true that I would never play something like that, because the one thing I did like, and it's not really the same, but it is kind of it was a networked online kind of game where you went around shooting everybody, which was the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer mode, which I loved that. I forget what the name of the mode was, but it was like a multiplayer mode where you had to like survive or kill, I don't know, whatever you had to do. You had to kill everybody. That was super fun. So I guess I can't say I would never play anything like that, because it is somewhat like that. But I used to love that mode. Roseman says, what games did you play in your youth? Tetris. 559 here for Blue Scuti, 499 for Dog. I played Tetris, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I played, the NES games, whatever I had or my friends had. Standard fare. And then I didn't have a game console probably after the age of like 15, which would have been 1992. I didn't play video games a lot after that age until I had a roommate when I was 25 who had an Xbox. And I played that. I played Splinter Cell, which I really liked. Yeah, sneak around. 654 transition for Blue Scuti. And some Halo. Scuti in a little bit of trouble. See how he's going to navigate his way out of this one. He's got a huge transition pace, but this is kind of a yikes. See if he can get out of this. I guess when I was a kid, I also played Doom and Quake and all that stuff on the PC. Wolfenstein. MLB The Show. I used to play MLB The Show. I worked for EA, the video game company, and so, anytime you work for a place, somehow you're going to use that place's products no matter what. Like when I worked at Radio Shack, like all of a sudden I bought a lot of Radio Shack stuff and then probably never bought anything again. But yeah, it's kind of how it works for me anyway. 758 here for Blue Scuti, 769 for Dog. I did not play Duke Nukem. I didn't like games that were too like, you know, we're super cool and edgy. You know, I didn't play that. We're so edgy, you know. I didn't play games like that. You know, none of the, you know, Grand Theft Auto. None of that. I didn't want to hurt innocent people, so Grand Theft Auto, not my jam. Scuti really trying to fight his way through this, and this is a complicated snarl that he's got himself into. We'll see what he can do to get out of it. Does it just get gaps? I mean, this is the definition of alternating burn shelves, just gaps in all different columns. K9 watching Tetris is the $43.22 contribution to the prize pool. That's going to get us to $3,500. Thank you so much, K9, for the contribution. Appreciate that. Wheels McCoy with the tier 1 sub, 6 months. Appreciate that. 966 for Blue Scuti, 968 for Dog. So Scooty's going to survive that little scare, and they're both pretty darn close. Both players with max outs here on 27. Scuti now into 28. Scuti about 10 lines ahead. Did you like Guitar Hero? Yeah, I did like Guitar Hero. That I did like. Guitar Hero 2, that was my favorite one. A57 for Scuti. He's into level 29. B17 for Dog. Dog, I think, with his first transition, 29 transition lead of the game. Of the match, I'm sorry. So we'll see what they do. They're into the 29 phase. This is a lot of times the players, they seem to be starting out just going into line out mode. I think Scuti enjoyed having a lead on Dog, so see if he goes for that again. It didn't necessarily work out in his favor last time, but certainly put pressure on Dog to chase that down after he topped out. And even if it didn't work, doesn't mean it wasn't a good thing to do. I mean, not that you top out on purpose, but... All right, B63 for Dog. B08 for Blue Scuti. Scuti back by about 58,000 points. Ahead by about 13 lines. That's, of course, all that ahead by this many lines is kind of out the window. B51 Blue Scuti, C11 for Dog. So Dog's still with about that 60,000 point lead. And as long as these players continue to sort of single and double, you won't see that lead change too much. Unless somebody starts going for a triples strategy. B79 Scuti, C39 for Dog. These players facing off in the finals of the Masters event just 2 months ago. Scuti taking that one. We might get all the way through the playlist. Like, that's one thing I am worried about. What if we run out of playlist? All right, we're into level 39, where the speed would normally increase and kill these players' games, but they are going to keep going. And no early top-outs. They've gotten to 39 every single time. This is a grueling, grueling event. a brutal format. And especially with these two players, they can go super deep. Both of them, they are doing that. So it's kind of living up to the promise of No Cap November. And I don't know. I'm a little bit glad that like every single match didn't do this, like in the entire tournament. Not gonna lie. But it's good here at the end. You know, I kind of flirted with different conceptions of the format. Like maybe the first 3 games would be cap, and then the last 2 games would be no cap, or something like that. I don't know. We may have to do something next year, or I don't know. I'm not sure how this event will change or if it'll continue on next year, but I don't know. People like it. It's good for a change of pace. D81 for Dog, D14 for Blue Scuti. So still, this 60,000 point lead for Dog has not really changed. See players maybe starting to tolerate a little bit more stuff on the board right now. Maybe they are thinking about, you know, kind of luck boxing into some Tetrises here and there. But again, the real problem here, you know, the real siren is overcommitting to the Tetris. Like once you get Tetris ready, what a lot of, I think, you know, less skilled players than these two do is, you know, overcommit to that Tetris, like one piece too many. It's like, oh, I got a Tetris set up. If I can just hold out for one more piece, maybe the bar will come. And then that spells their doom. These players very good at not doing that, having the discipline to set up for the Tetris and immediately duck out of it as soon as it looks like, you know, that it's not going to go their way. So E83 here for Dog, E71 for Blue Scuti. Did I see a Tetris? Yeah, there was a Tetris for Scuti. I wasn't 100% sure that I saw that, so I was kind of mesmerized by Dog's board. But yeah, it looks like Scuti did have a Tetris in there. So FO1 for Dog, Scuti at E89. So really just, you know, 10,000, 15,000 points between these two. Close the gap a little bit. So it is pretty much neck and neck. I mean, even the 60,000 point lead was neck and neck at this point. All right, F54 for Dog, F56 here, Blue Scuti. I mean, they're basically they're trading the lead now back and forth. They basically have the same score. Scuti a little bit ahead in lines. Again, that doesn't really matter at this point. There's no ahead in lines, behind in lines. None of that really matters, because there's no impending, you know, forced end to the game. So now it's just up to them how long they can last. The rollover for Dog, so let's get that rollover counter out. And Scuti's got one as well. So players now working off of rollovers. I'll be calling out their score as it appears on the screen. Just know that you have each, or they have each one rollover in the bank. Rollover is 1.6 million. So add the 1.6 million to the scores you see on the screen right now. And both players really at the exact same score. I mean, 55, 56. I mean, it's just kind of, you know, back and forth, trading that lead, you know, 1,000 points at a time here or there. All right, Dog going to have to clean up that left side a little bit. Okay. This is going to be, all right, he's getting it done. Guy knows what to do. Maybe the most experienced tournament player ever, Dog. Been playing for so many years, winning that, you know, the World Championship 5 years ago. $136 for Blue Scuti, 147 for Dog. And yeah, I mean, so you can see why, folks, that we scheduled just only one match for these finals. These players, of course, now into level 60, separated by about 17,000 points. Now, these players, when they stream, they might stream for a couple hours at a time when they're chasing these kind of marathon achievements. This is something that they are used to. Competition does add another level of another layer of stress there, for sure. All right, 236 for Doug, 245 for Blue Scuti. Again, just trading that lead back and forth by a few thousand points at a time. 78 more levels till colors, says Asplin Chen. Mr. Brain says, this is fantastic. I still don't get how some people don't like this. And that's true. That's the one thing you got to remember, folks, is that these players, have handled things like rebirth. And, I mean, Scooty's level PB 212. Dog's level PB 255, plus another 92 levels. So this is something that they can do, and they hopefully came into this match fresh. 349 for Dog, 358 for Blue Scuti. So not much has changed in terms of their relative scores. No, it was an initial 92 levels because 0 is a level, Sire SRC. So level 255 is level 256, and then an additional 92 levels because 0 is a level. 409 for Blue Scuti, 411 for Dog. We're into level 69, so that's level 70 actually. So 70 times 12 is 84,000. So 84,000 points would be Tetris's if they were to get them. I mean, they're separated by between 6,000 and 10,000 points at a time, which is just nuts. Wait, is Super Kill Screen not a thing anymore? This month is No Cap November. I guess that's a good thing to remind people. No Cap November. Once a year, we remove the line cap and just kind of see what players can do. And this is what they can do. I mean, these guys are having no problem. They are staying alive here. Scuti may be starting to look to force in some Tetrises here. You can see players maybe starting to build out that left side a little bit more, seeing if they can get fed a Tetris by RNG. But no, they're singling and doubling here. And it's really a kind of a, who can last the longest? Anyway, both players with rollovers in the bank, those are 1.6 million. So you can add their current scores to 1.6 million. So right now they are crossing the 2.2 million watermark. Yeah, they're on level 76 now. And remember, a colors run is level 155 minimum. Scuti got it at 157. So this is something these players can do. I mean, a crash run, not a colors run. A crash run. Colors is at 137, 138. Oh my word, these guys. Is the crash off? Yeah, crash should be set to off. We'll see what happens when we get there. Maybe we should just make them both the winner. Co-winners. Colors is 138. All right, level 79, so that's really level 80 as far as level counter is concerned. 80 times 1,200 is 96,000. Is how much Tetrises would be worth on this level. Neither player going for them at all. They are just content to kind of wait each other out. At least so far. And they're separated. Scuti here has got a little bit of separation by about 40,000 points. Finals is not best of 3. Finals is best of 5. I almost feel like we need to like come back and continue later. I mean, this is nuts. 866 for Dog, 899 for Blue Scuti. So yeah, Scuti ahead by about that 40,000 points now. Tetris is here worth now about 100,000 points. And it's really just a this is a war within oneself. All right, another quote max out, rollover plus another max out for really both players now. So they've already got 1.6 million in the bank. Add another million. Scuti, about a 30,000 point lead. Into level 88 for Scuti and Dog 89. So Tetris is here worth 108,000. Ava's Live says, I want to see colors in comp. I mean, you saw colors in a Mullen from Eric. We very well could have colors in like with both players. I mean, I don't see how they, I mean, they're just way too consistent. There's a triple from Scuti, C40 for him, C04 for Dog. So we are 48 levels away. So we're not even, you know, we're not 2/3 of the way there yet. Level 93, sorry, for Scuti. 92 for Dog. They're still within about 60,000 of each other. Scuti with a lead. Maybe Scuti getting a couple more triples than Dog. So they've got rollovers in the bank. This could be the first ever double rollover in about 200,000 points from now. Or 250,000 points from now. The D is 1.3 million. The rollover happens at 1.6. They've already got each of them a rollover in the bank. Scuti looks like he was setting up for Tetris's, but he's going to clear that down. He's not going to force it in. This is bonkers. We're about to get to level 100. Ay, ay, ay. All right, Scuti's got the F on the screen. F's on the screen for Scuti. Vicious Rhubarb is here. Okay, now it's time to get serious. All right, level 99 for Scuti. And Dog 98, 2 more lines. There's a triple F67. Both players into level 99. Scuti with another rollover. I can only track 5 rollovers, guys. So don't roll over the rollover counter. And Dog's got the rollover as well. So we're going to double rollover, double level 100s. Double 100s, double rollover. Scuti's board starting to climb a little bit here. And, you know, Dog is like right on his tail. Just, you know, 20,000 points away, which is not all that much at all. Scuti trying to bring this down. I can start typing letters in the rollover counter. Oh, Scuti, that left side, that's gonna, I don't know if he's gonna be able to survive. He's trying to get pieces over. That's gonna be a top out for Scuti at 138. And Dog is good in game number 3. Level 103. Double rollovers. Each player scoring 2, what is it? 3.3 million? Ay, ay, ay. Each player scoring 3.3 million, double 100s. Dog, you are good. Oh, is Dog gonna go for the aggro melon? All right, Dog's gonna go aggro melon here. I don't understand why you would do that. I think you need to rest, but listen, Dog can do whatever he wants. I would take the rest, but Dog going for aggro melon. There's a Tetris for Dog. Oh my word. Now we're on level 106. I don't know if he's going for colors or what. Aggro melon colors. But yeah, melons in CTM must be aggro. We do not allow mini melons, only maxi melons. You must go aggressive. You must go for Tetrises. That's the law. But if you get close to colors, it's fine. You want to back off a little bit. I'm not going to be mad. Oh my word. There's a triple for Dog. He's got 2 rollovers in the bank. He wants to go for it. He's like, whatever, man. Tetris for Dog. He's got another million points on top of those 3.2 million. B89, that's a 1.1. There's another Tetris. He's got the D23. There's a triple. He's going for Tetrises. I mean, this kid is insane. What the heck? He uncovers that right side, looking for the bar. I never get a bar, so there's one to get the triple. He's bringing it down long bar over Tetris. Dog. He's working on rollover number 3. Just a couple thousand points away from that. There's a long bar over Tetris. He's got another rollover. 3 rollovers. One of them off of a mullen. He's on level 114. He's 25 levels away. Basically, another Tetris. He's 25 levels away from colors, which happens at level 138. Oh, yes, Dog with a triple rollover. I think guy just wants colors and comp. I mean, what else does this guy have to do? Oh, boy, this is going to be tough. Kind of gambling here. Dependent on RNG. What's he going to do? Oh, no. Wow. Oh, no, that left side. He's going to top out with 408,000 plus 3 rollovers. That is 5.2 million at a level 116 top out. And Dog is going to go up 2 games to 1. All right, players, take a break. Like, really take a break? All right, both players are ready. It is game number 4. Dog playing Tetris up 2 games to 1, looking for his first win of the year. Blue Scuti looking to force a deciding game number 5 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We have had a bounty put on colors being reached in this match. We'll see what happens. I mean, we got to level 100 and... What do we get to? My word. I mean, it was on the table. Colors was on the table. Oh, Scuti turned around to look. It's like, oh, he's got like an Amazon package being delivered or something. Like, Level 109. We had double rollovers in game number 3. And this match is really living up to the promise of No Cap November. I think this is what people have, you know, those of you who are No Cap November diehards, this is what you came here for. Every game has gone deep. Every game has had rollovers, no real early top outs. Now, of course, as we get deeper and deeper into this broadcast, we started 2 hours ago. So maybe they've been playing for about, an hour and 50 minutes after all my opening nonsense. I mean, will fatigue start setting in? The dog has a lot of experience playing, long tournaments. Scuti with a lot of tournament experience, though, now over the last year as well. So it's hard to say, will fatigue be a factor for the veterans in the finals? Josh says, imagine telling someone in 2021 that someone would lose a game at level 103. True. I'm imagining it right now. All right, Scuti setting up sort of a cheeky setup there. A Vitz would have solved it. A bunch of stuff will tuck in there, though. So Scuti, fine. No good place for that J piece. So he's going to have to work this down. Oh, the game dumping S's on Blue Scuti. And how many times have we seen this, the never-ending S's happen, and players get lulled into stacking them in the middle and then high centering. But Scuti not going to fall for it. S's stopped coming. He was able to get a long bar down that right side for Tetris. He's at 246, and he is looking good now. So, man, honestly, I thought that was what was going to happen. We've seen that happen so many times. Those S's just get you, and you're like, all right, I'm going to keep stacking them. They're gonna stop eventually, right? These S's? And no, they don't. In this game, you can potentially get S's forever. Long bar over Tetris Scuti, 315, 223 for dog. Oh, and that pullback from Scuti to get the Tetris as well after that S burst. Max 8 S pieces in a row. Well, listen, it's practically forever, Sky. All right, sorry guys, misinformation. You can get 8 S pieces in a row. I got actually. Thank you, Sky. All right, Tetris for dog, 315, 386 for Blue Scuti. My second computer was a 386. I think it was a Packard Bell. Squares are the only piece you can get infinite streaks of squares. Okay, that's right. You're right. Yeah, the RNG in Tetris, for all practical purposes, random. I mean, it's pretty much just equal chances of all the pieces, in theory. Well, not in theory. In practice, it ends up being basically even because you can't really make use of the information, really. But in theory, you can get unlimited squares in a row, 8 S's in a row. You can't get any more than 3 or 4 long bars in a row. So there are some quirks. Sue D says, what's the longest streak possible for each piece? Yeah, if somebody knows what the longest streak possible for each piece is, please let us know. 487 transition for dog. 559 for Blue Scuti. Scuti ahead by, well, gets a Tetris here. Ahead by a little less than 50,000 points. At this point, my math is gone. Scuti playing to achieve a three-peat, 3 in a row. He won October. He won September. September, he won against his current opponent, so a rematch of September finals. If he can win this match, he will join Fractal and Alex T as three-peat winners in 2024. And the only other player to have won 3 in a row, Korea. Tetris Dog 675, 769. Brosman says, have you ever had math? Yeah, it's true. I can't lose my math if I never had it. 704 Dog 769. Blue Scuti. A three-peat would be crazy. Yeah, then of course, Sidnev won her first one in August. Scuti has been in the finals of the last 6 Masters event. And don't forget, he also won the Lone Star Championship against a very tough, at least top 4 field, and also a very competitive top 8 field. So he has won 3 events this year already. Looking to make it 3 Masters events. Tetris Blue Scuti 922, 804 for Dog. We don't worry too much about pace in a no-cap format, as players obviously can play forever. It would be silly to talk about, oh my God, their pace on 25, he's so far behind, when you've got so much play ahead of you. Then again, you do want to enter 29 fairly close to your opponent. Do not want to have to do a real deep chase down if your opponent does top out. While, you know, certainly these top tier players, 2 of the top players in the world, can handle a chase down. We saw Dog handle a big one here in the previous game. There is a psychology to it, and so if you can stay close to your opponent, that is ideal. All right, Blue Scuti just about with the 1.1. Dog has the max out, the 1 million points. Hilbert Space with the $50 contribution to the prize pool. That's going to get us to $35.50.02 in that prize pool. Long bar over Tetris Scuti B71. See what he's going to do here. He's just going to take a good board into 29. Not going to press and go for that 1.2, but he's got to get something over. Yes, and he gets that Tetris. 1.2 here for Scuti into 29. Dog is into 29 as well. He's at A84. About 130,000 point lead for Scuti right now. Online facts from Stolen Short Sword. This prize pool has surpassed August 2024 to become the second largest non-Mega Masters purse behind July 2022. So thank you, Stolen Short Sword, for that fact, and thank you to the contributors who helped make that fact possible, including Scott Gray, Jesus the Frog, Canine watching Tetris, huge contributions. Oh, it's Troy Dan and Pseudo Canard. B61 here for Dog, C64 for Blue Scuti. So about 100,000 point lead for Scuti. Yeah, it's not much, especially if you can last to those later levels where it's really just 1 Tetris or even less. Stolen Short says these tucks are so clean. B97 for Dog, DO3 for Blue Scuti. D stands for 1.3 million, C for the 1.2 million. So that's about a 100,000 point lead for Scuti. All right, a little bit of a misdrop there for Dog. He's going to bring this down, not going to wait around, overcommit to the long bar. He's just going to take it down. And I think that's what you do see players who are not quite on these players' level do. They kind of overcommit, waiting to get bailed. These players are not doing that. They know when to take that burn. And they're like, you know what? I'd rather survive and keep playing, especially in this format. This no-cap format. You do not need to press. If you get a misdrop, you can just take care of it. If that Tetris isn't going to happen, and you can just, go for it again later. Burn out of it. These players playing perfectly for the format. Scuti still with that 100,000 point lead. We are into level 40 now for Scuti. And both players in singling mode. Dog still within that 100,000 points. Blue Scuti with the E03. That is a 1.4 million. And we use letters until we get to F. And then it rolls back over. We do have a rollover counter. E19 here for Blue Scuti. D17 for Dog. 100,000 point lead. Another contribution to that prize pool from K9 Watching Tetris. 6044 to get us to 3610.46. And does that make that the does that beat July 2022? I saw some YouTube commenter, and if this is you, I'm not making fun of you at all, but they did say, well, we can see people did not. I guess I'm using my make fun of you voice where I'm like, well, they were like, well, we can see that people do not like this format as evidenced by the low prize pool. Now where it's the second highest prize pool in a non-Mega Masters. So so there you go, YouTube commenter. You have your rejoinder. D73 for Dog. F04 for Blue Scuti. So yeah, I'm not making fun of you, but this is your answer. Like, clearly, people are fine with this format. F34 for Blue Scuti. E21 for Dog. All right, Dog trying to bring this down here. Left side built out. It's coming down. He's open on that right side, and he gets a Tetris E95. So I think Scuti must have gotten one along the way as well. Wheels McCoy with the $25 contribution. That's going to get us to 36.35. And we're into level 49, so that's level 50 times 1,200. Tetris is here would be worth 60,000 points. So just add one to the level, multiply by 1,200. And that is how much Tetrises would be worth. But players not really going too much for Tetrises. Rollover here for Scuti, so we got the rollover counter out, and we can start counting rollovers. Dog 50,000 points away from a rollover. Scuti about 60,000 ahead right now. I'm sure Dog would love to wrap this one up right now. Scuti looking to force a deciding game 5. These players just too good with these 5 taps to the left. I mean, their recognition, their ability to see what they need, unrivaled, and their ability to execute on what they need, unrivaled. Rank the number 1 and number 2 players in the Tetris world right now, and they are showing you why that is. 95,000 for Scuti, 25,000 for Dog. These players are 1-1 against each other in CTM. All that stuff out the window. They want to win this to win it. All right, so each player with a rollover now in the bank. So we will start calling out their scores according to what's on the screen. Players, you each have a rollover. So you're going to add what I'm saying. Just go by, the score that I'm saying. 158 here for Blue Scuti, 80,000. Now 100,000 for Dog. Scuti with about a 72,000 point lead. Yeah, if we didn't have this rollover counter, I mean, I would be completely lost. I would be totally lost without it. They're like, wait, how much do they have? And now just read off their score. It's so much easier. All right, level 59 here for Scuti. So 60 times 12 is 72,000. That's how much Tetrises would be worth here. Every 10 levels, it goes up 12,000. Dog is into level 59. He's back by about 80,000. Is the rollover counter or the seed checker your favorite? It's pretty close. I think seed checker has a lot more utility throughout the year. And it also lets me, gotcha the players where I'm like, gotcha, you got the seed wrong, and I enjoy that. So I think seed checker favorite. Here's a triple for Scuti. He's going to bring that stack down. 326 for him. 220 for Dog on top of their rollovers. Players have already double rollovered in the previous game. Scuti up by 100,000 points. You can see that's less than a Tetris, less than two Tetrises, basically a Tetris and a half. All right, guys in chat, calm down with that. It was funny the first 7 times. Scuti set up, has to bring it down, and he's going to bring it down again. Although I guess I shouldn't I shouldn't get on people for repeating jokes, because pretty much every stream I just repeat the same stupid jokes. 472 for Scuti, 335 for Dog. But the nature of that particular joke, we can do without that. That's enough of that one. 511 for Scuti, 372. K9 watching is laughing and pointing at me in the chat. Vic Mackey says, if score is the goal, why are they playing as though they're going for level? Why aren't they going for Tetrises? Good question. Because basically there's no pressure from a line cap. And, going for Tetrises is risky when basically if they could line out forever, they could, in theory, just go forever and ever. So, it's kind of a game of chicken. All right, nice 5 tap for that bar over to the left for Scuti. 616, 456 for Dog. Into level 69, that is basically level 70 times 12 is 84,000 are Tetrises now. Who asked that? That was in YouTube chat. So we have 2 chats going here. So if you didn't see who asked something or said something, then almost certainly it's in the other chat. All right, 502 for Dog, 667 for Blue Scuti. That is a 165,000 point lead or so. Every single's about 3.5 thousand. Did you abandon Kick? Yeah, we're only on YouTube and Twitch. I'm not messing with that. I don't like it. We had comments come over from Kick that I just thought I didn't want to deal with. I mean, I'm sure there are fine there are fine people on both sides. I mean, I'm sure there's, regular people on Kick, but there's a ratio of people that are, a little too wild for what I'm looking for in this stream. So, 690 for Dog, 762 for Blue Scuti. TikTok had like 2 views. It's just not worth it. YouTube and Twitch is where the action is, and it's where I enjoy being as well. Twitter actually did get some people watching, but I considered streaming over there, but I don't know. It's a little weird over there too. 743 now for Dog, 827 for Scuti. So Dog trying to keep it close here. He's back by about 70,000. All right, there's a nice L piece for Dog to bring this down. Players have got one rollover in the bank, so you can add 1.6 million to the scores that you see on the screen right now. And we are now into level 79. That means Tetrises would be worth 96,000. $10 contribution to the prize pool from Legend 509. Dog back by about 60,000 right now. 938 Scuti, 875 Dog. Level 81. And I mean, these are right now the number 1 and 2 ranked players in the world. They've got 2 massive individual achievements as far as longevity. Scuti going for that triple, gets it. A29, 940 for Dog. Dog with the first rebirth. Scuti with the first game crash. $20 contribution to that prize pool from Hello Jasmine. We've been a little bit short on VITs here, I guess mostly because the action is mainly on 29. Players aren't generally stacking high enough to allow for a VIT, so thanks to Jasmine for hanging in here despite the low VITs ratio. B36 for Scuti, A47 for Dog. So about a 90,000 point lead for Scuti. And I mean, this is just like a replay. Oh, the T-spin for Dog. What the heck? I don't know how you T-spin at these speeds. It's just so impressive every single time. I'm sure those of you who are top players like, yeah, whatever, T-spin, do it all the time. 29, no big deal. But still so impressive to me and to, you know, the regular people, the hoi polloi. B56 for Dog, C50 for Blue Scuti. So, still about an 80,000 point lead. Doesn't matter how many lines they're separated by, but it's about 10 lines. Dog is into level 90. Tetrises are now worth 108,000 points. Corian in chat with the frame perfect emote. I love having Corian in chat. Still one of my favorite people in the Tetris community, even though doesn't play too much NES Tetris these days, but you know, he prefers doing things his own way. E33 for Blue Scuti, D49 for Dog. Still about a 90,000, well, 60,000 point lead. I mean, the lead changes by larger amounts. So, you know, a 60,000 point lead is not even a one Tetris lead at this point. Scuti on the verge of another rollover, just about 80,000 points away. Tetris for Scuti, he's got the rollover. Rollover number 2 for Scuti. Dog's still 130,000 points away from it. Scuti ahead by 180,000 points. That's less than 2 Tetrises. So it is not that far. I mean, it feels like a lot of points, and it is, but I mean, we're on the verge of back-to-back double 100, level 100 games. We're on the verge of back-to-back double rollovers. So that's double rollovers. I started to confuse myself here. Double colors has not happened, and really competitive colors hasn't really happened. I mean, Eric's was amazing because it was the first ever, you know, NTSC colors, but it, you know, came off of a Mullen It wasn't, necessary to win. But, I mean, God, we could see a colors necessary to win in this very game. Who knows? We're up to level 100 now. Basically at level 99, Tetris is worth 120,000 points. And so now we have double rollovers. Dog with a rollover with 2 of them. Scuti with 2 of them. I mean, that's not taking anything away from Eric at all. I mean, to get colors at all off of a competitive start game is bonkers. And even just to get colors at all when he did on NTSC, crazy. But I mean, to reach that, should it happen, and there is a bounty. I mean, not to necessarily distract anyone here, but there is a bounty. Brosman has said if colors are reached in this match, he would contribute $2,000 to first place on Matcherino. So I think these players would like colors to be hit for sure. Mari says, low-key, this might colors. I mean, yeah. Brosman's, I mean... That's wild. 362 here for Dog, 539 for Blue Scuti. And I think these players are just focused on getting as far as they can, playing as long as they can. They are not trying to force anything in here. They are waiting for their opponent. And these are, I mean, level 107, 106, double 100s, double rollover in back-to-back games. S Blower says, low key, my mind is already fried. And we have double 1,000 lines. So we have just hit 1,000 lines. That A in their lines counter stands for 10. And so now that lines counter will start to reset on the same cycle as the letters. Brosman's, does Mullen count? Scary 5-Tep says Ansel. 753 Scuti. 601 for Dog. So at level 109, now we're starting to do, let's see, level 10, level 11, 132,000 points. $739 for Dog, $868 for Blue Scuti. Marfram says, I regret waiting until the match ends to cook dinner. Yeah, you could be sitting for a while. So we are now at level 112. Colors does happen at level 138. So we're about 24 levels away. But now, of course, that doesn't sound like very much, but that's 240 lines away. I mean, that is not a gimme by any means. Players already each have 2 rollovers in the bank. Level 138 is colors. What level did they reach last game? Like 109, something like that. They were past that. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell, and follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. B45 for Blue Scuti, A81 for Dog. That is on top of the colors that they've got. Now we're at basically level 1... D20. So add 100 to their level. So now we're at 144,000 per Tetris. B67 for Dog. He's still back by about 70,000 points. And yeah, we're just like, what, 18 levels away from colors? Andrew Meep says this is the losing score world record. Is that right? When does the playlist rollover happen? True. Abby Normal, by the way, with the tier 1 sub. Thank you very much. Dr. Mario Championship Raid, 46 viewers. Thank you. Carson, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate that. Sorry, I can't get to everything immediately. I mean, I'm watching what's happening here. And we are witnessing a crazy, crazy match. Add 100 to the level. They're at 1,280 lines. A third rollover is in the offing. We're about Scuti now 100,000 points away from a third rollover. And not just a Mullen rollover, but a rollover with an active player. A third one. These players must be completely zonked, or I don't know if they are. I mean, I think, you know, these are the top players in the world, so they are geared up for it. And Scuti with a rollover. Rollover number 3 for Scuti. Dog 70,000 points away from his third rollover. We're at level 128. We're 10 levels away from colors. Scuti piled up high on that left side, nails a T-spin. He's bringing that stack down. Long bar over, and Scuti is going to bring that stack down. Crazy survival from Scuti, 163 from him. Dog with the rollover as well. So we've got triple rollovers. We've got a double triple. That's not like a triple double. That is a double triple. So 3 rollovers equals 4.8 million points. Add that to what they've got. Scuti is over 5 million points right now. Dog is approaching it. Scuti is on level 31. 7 levels away from colors. This is unbelievable. Dog's going to get a triple. Dog's still back by about 70,000 points. I mean, we've been within a Tetris of each other like this whole time. Players not going for it. I mean, they are going for colors for sure. They want it. And then maybe they'll decide what do they do after that. And then who knows? Colors might be, I mean, colors is not easy to play on. Level 30, 134 for Scuti. So 4 levels away from colors. Is that right? Dog at level 133. You'll see on that line counter when it gets to D20. That is colors. We're 40 lines away from colors. Stolen Short Sword said, this is why we did No Cap November. All right, players. Scuti taking that nice triple. Is that a Tetris from Dog? 639. He's in the lead. So a huge score jump for Dog as a result of that Tetris. He's now in the lead. And we are just a few lines away from colors here. Scuti on level 37. And there it is. Scuti is into colors. Level 138. He's got 3 rollovers in colors. Dog is 5 lines away, 4 lines away. And Dog is into colors as well. So we got double, triple rollovers. Both players in colors. Are you serious? I don't know what happens now. This is utterly bonkers. We'll see what Brosman says about this. But Brosman, this is what you wanted times 2. 1 million points here for Scuti. He's got 4.8 million plus what they've got on the screen. Level. So add 100 to the levels they've got on the screen. So now players have to fight colors. Scuti has the lead on Dog, but this is a whole other level. Players having to fight colors. It is not easy to play on this. Scuti nailing those pieces to the left side. Got to bring this down. It's about let's see, Scuti at 1.1, Dog at 9.7. So it's about 150,000 point lead now. So they've got the colors. Now they need to win this game. Scuti bringing this down. Dog back by about 180,000 points. I mean, that's like less than 2 Tetrises. Dog setting up for a Tetris. He's going to have to bring it down. He's setting up again. He's waiting on the board. Gets a bar. Tetris for Dog. He's within just 10,000 points of each other. Scuti with a small lead. And now Scuti setting up for Tetrises, but this is going to be tough. He's going to have to just bring that down with a triple. That left side for Scuti is going to be a problem. How is he going to get pieces over there? No, that's going to do it for Blue Scuti, and he is going to top out, and Dog has won No Cap November 2024. Double colors, double, triple rollovers. I can't even believe it. What an unbelievable match. Scuti topped out at level 145. Dog still going here through all these colors levels. Let's watch him do it. Unbelievable. Dog on the verge of rollover number 4. Oh my word. So Scuti will not get the 3 in a row. Dog will extend his streak of having won a CTM Masters event every year for the last 5 years, at least one. And now here he is. He's on charcoal. Let's see what he can do. There's 4 lines to get through this. I'm sure he's practiced. And he is out of charcoal. He's like, yep, no problem, bro. That is bonkers. Corian has gifted 5 subscriptions to the Classic Tetris Monthly community. Thank you, Corian. Very generous. Appreciate that, my friend. 80 bits from Cadam Bomb. Dog watching Tetris, 80 bits. Here's our Jordan with the tier 1 sub. Another celebration here on the screen for Dog watching Tetris. So Dog with another rollover. That might be the maximum. Do I have any more? I'm not sure if I have any more. So you're all going to have to help me here. Number 1 Mo, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Says amazing games. I think I might be out of rollover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset Scuti to 0 here. And then I'm going to start using Scuti's counter. So 4 rollovers for Dog. Now 4 times 1.6, right? 5.4 million. Level 153. This is crazy. He's like, no, I'm not going to get a rebirth. And he's like, come on, man. All right, let's see what he can do. Level 155. He's got 4 rollovers in the bank. What a historic matchup. So when we get to level, let's see, we're already there, 150, 16. What's 16 times 12? Who are you math people? Well, 8 times 12 is 96, so it's got to be 92,000 points? A Tetris for Dog, he's got to max out. Chaotic Hazel says, how does bro lose with 3 rollovers? He's on charcoal. He's got another charcoal here. Or that's not charcoal. What is this? It's not charcoal because it's got the peach in it. What is dusk? Is that dusk? What is that? That's not. All right, now we're into. Oh, that was baby charcoal. You got to call out the names of the levels, of the colors levels. This is regular Christmas, okay? Oh no, dog took a drink. What are you doing? Guy, my guy, what are you doing? Don't hydrate. All right, no, you gotta hydrate if you need it, but. And the crash is coming. Oh wait, no crash. This would have been a crash. I mean, this would have been a game crash. But obviously the crash is disabled. I know, guy was thirsty. Double colors in comp, double triple rollovers, dog on the verge of another one. Yeah, I ran out of I ran out of rollovers. I'm all out. So I'm going to start counting on Scuti's board. If he wants to keep going, that's up to him. I mean, if he doesn't want to, that is fine. He's setting up for Tetris, though. He's mega mullining. So we got 6.4 million in the bank, and there's another rollover. So 5 rollovers. Do I have rollover here? Oh, I guess I have. It's weird. I have 5. Okay. I can count up to 5 more rollovers, guys. That's it. Tetris for dog 406, level 167. This would be game crash if, well past game crash, which happens at level 155. K9 watching Tetris with the 1,000 bits. Raid from Ian Keith. Party of 8. Thank you, Ian Keith. Scuti with the thumbnail faces. Thank you. Scuti Tetris for dog. Hypothetical crash in comp. Exactly. Thank you, Scuti. Scuti was 10 levels away from hypothetical crash. This is tough. Dog gets it over. That's a triple. Oh my word. All right. He's got level 171. Is this green? This is green? No, that's just like pre-green there. That's like pre-green. Tetris for dog, F86. He's on the verge of another rollover. There it is. So 4 plus 2 equals 6. Rollover 6 times 1.6 is 9.6 million. Is that how math works? Level 171 and 235 have the same color palette. All right. Another Tetris for dog 489. I'm gonna have to start counting rollovers with Scuti's score. Let's cross that bridge when we come to the talking to Tetris. Are you serious? Did you see that? What the heck? And another Tetris for this guy. What the actual heck? Ay, ay, ay. He's set up for a Tetris in column 8. Oh, what is this level? This is unbelievable. How do you even see this? It's probably better on his screen than ours. What the heck? Okay, God, thank goodness. All right, he's got another max out, so he's over 10 million. 9.6 million plus 1.1 million. Remember when there was a chase for 10 million? Now we're just getting casual 10 millions in comp. Do these players ever stop improving? Yeah, because there's 6 rollovers, right? 9.6 million plus a million. Yeah, casual. Well, yeah, that's it. See, setting up for Tetris. There's another Tetris. I mean, we're on the verge of another rollover. Yeah, straighten your arm out. I don't even know how you keep a grip on the controller and like. Oh, he's setting up for a dirty. This kid is sick. And there's a dirty Tetris. He's got another rollover. That's 7 rollovers. So 7 times 1.6. Somebody, what's the score? 7 rollovers? $11.2. What the heck? He's on level 184. I mean, if he gets a rebirth in comp, just close up Tetris. It's over. Tetris is over if he gets a rebirth. That's it. Hi, Scout, says Scuti. Scuti says, hi, Scout. Uh-oh. All right. He's going to bring it down. He's got a double. Level 187. Oh, I like that color palette. Win no cap, get rebirth number 2. All right, here's this crazy blue level 189. Add 1 to the level counter. Add 100. A Tetris, what the heck? He's got 7 rollovers. I'm running out of ways to count rollovers, but we'll keep doing it. Oh, that's a triple. Okay. Oh, boy, that left side. What the heck is he going to do? No, and he's going to top out on the red level. So there is Dog with 7 rollovers. You can do the math. Don't make me do the math. Dog is your winner for no cap. There's Dog, and that is not Blue Scuti. This is your number 15 seed. Dog is your winner. That's typical CTM. Why not? There he is. Oh, my word. That is your winner. That is just bonkers. Oh, my God. Bro, what are you doing? Oh, it says bracket winner. You just won the bracket. No, he won the tournament. Don't go anywhere. Tournament winner. There it is. You're not a bracket winner. You're a tournament winner. Oh, my. How many world records did it break? I have no idea. What was his qualifying score? Bro had the lowest qualifying score, really. Because Tetris Time won his way in from challengers, right? Guy qualified in with a 1.5 million. You want to see the scoreboard? There's the scoreboard, guys. He had the lowest qualifying score. Like, Tetris Time qualified in with challengers, but in terms of, like, who made it in, Doug, you kind of early topped that rebirth, though. 7 rollovers. So don't forget, I mean, both of these players had triple rollovers active. Active players. They were actively playing. They both had real triple, double, triple rollovers. Level 100, double colors. What else? Gallery of Champions. There it is. Deck, thank you so much for the Gallery of Champions graphic. There they are. You'll get raided. All right, we're going to raid Doug. Before we do that, I want to thank everybody who helped make this month possible. So we're going to raid Doug. Go and talk to Doug. Go talk to him. Maybe you'll want to talk about his experience here. I'm gassed, so that's going to be it. But I want to thank everybody who contributed to that prize pool. Mr. Brain with the $80, sort of near the end, says, way to go, Doug. I want to thank the contributors to that prize pool. Jesus the Frog, Scott Gray, K9 watching Tetris, Troy Dan, Pseudo Canard, Magic Monkey God, Hilbert Space, Mr. Brain, Suds, Susie B, Game Scout, Analog Bot, R Barrow, Zella Zowie, Ping Minus, Ronkley, Wheels McCoy, Adam Irish, Mr. Brain, Jasmine, Joe, Roe Potato Baduk, Ping Minus, Laurel, Abby Normal, Legend 509, Dias Allure, serial number, Whoops, another rabbit hole. So that is awesome. I want to thank everybody who gifted subs. Brosman, you were awesome contributing to that. K9, of course, a bro as always. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. K9 gigantifying another emote. That is amazing. And I want to take an opportunity to sort of take the opportunity here to thank the entire team who helped make Classic Tetris Monthly possible over the course of the year. I can't thank you all by name, but, you know, qualifier checkers, moderators, super streamers, the community restreamers, moderators in Discord and Twitch, the schedulers, all of you guys, our tech team, people who help with the website and the bot. You guys all make this so amazing. So thank you so very much for helping make this such an amazing event. And it's just so rewarding to be part of such a great community. You know, thanks so much to the players who just show up day in, day out. Thanks to those of you who support the channel. Quick little Patreon shout out, because we have to do that every time. Scott Gray, 76K9 watching Tetris. Tachnerus, thank you. Corporal 381 shall be satisfied. Cat 91J in the window. Troy Dan, Kim S. All of our sticker and double sticker club level members, community level members. Thank you all so much. We're going to be back in January. No Masters or no CTM at all in December. So that join us again in January. We're going to have some super fun changes. We're going to go ahead and raid our friend Dog. Oh, yeah. Also, thanks, Chiller, for taking on the lower tiers. Big changes wouldn't be possible without Chiller. So, hey, everybody. This is your old pal, Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly. And I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.